Um, so this coaching session will be a little bit different because Ivern doesn't clear. So clearing isn't actually a factor for you. So we get to talk a lot about decision making and laners and where to be at the right time and routing and planning. So this is pretty cool. What's your ID on it?
It's Chicken Nuggets 47. So
Amazing.
that was actually my initial reasoning for picking Ivern like as a main because I wanted to learn the game instead of a champion. Even though I ended up learning the champion. Okay, so let me
Yeah, which one?
see really quickly. Yeah, I've been playing Poppy a little bit too. Um, I actually consider like Poppy as a secondary because I can't blind Ivern every time.
Mm-hmm.
What was this game? Okay, so this where is it? Defeat is 43 minutes on the 7th.
This one.
Uh, against the Zac. Yeah, yeah, that one. That was a good one.
Okay.
So I would have picked just I don't know some background about the game, but in Champ Select I was not picking like closer to the end. I was second pick, I think. I would have 100% picked Poppy in this game, like without hesitation,
Mm-hmm.
because Talon and Zac. The reason I went with Ivern is because we didn't have an enchanter, and I felt like Kaisa would need an enchanter.
And you can pick Ivern in any game as well because it's D4. So if you're really good at Ivern, you can win most games. You won't
Okay.
struggle that much. Um, I saw you went Guardian. Do you know something I don't? Or
So
I see almost
I
everyone go Airy.
I don't like Airy personally. I do go Airy in every game except for when there's an assassin. So that was the only reasoning because they had a Talon.
Okay. I don't think it's so much of an important factor because everyone in this game is really bad. While this might
Mm-hmm.
play a factor if everybody in the game is really good and you're playing around town specifically, um, I would pick Airy in Diamond 4 because Airy gives me damage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's one of Ivern's best runes that he can apply the most often. Um, like the only other good damage rune would be like Comet, but Airy works for so many different things for Ivern. Ivern uses shields on himself. I think Airy self applies when you shield yourself, and it also applies on your teammates. And of course, your range auto attacks apply Airy really well. I would basically just do Airy every time because it's easier for you to carry.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, are you streaming this by the way? Because I had some people I want to see.
Oh, do you want me to stream it?
I don't know. If
Um,
possible, I guess
yeah, I
if
wasn't planning
it's
on it, but I can do it.
sure.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
play some solo queue after. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Uh,
I'm gonna take some notes too on what you're saying.
okay. By the way, I've never played Ivern in my life. Okay. So this is
I
gonna be
I
like
don't doubt it.
very generalized. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I need. So I do the same clear very often. Almost every game I do the same clear.
Now I know Ivern can invade, and what I see Iverns do typically is if you find out where the enemy jungler starts, you can tap one of your camps and then you invade his buff. So let's say Zac started red, so you could tap like any camp over here and then run to his blue and take it with your smite.
Mhm.
Or you could like I
The
don't know, maybe you can two tap like tap here, and then like run here. Or you could just
Yeah.
like tap red, tap raptors, run to blue buff. But this is all like time management stuff. But yeah, you can always
Yeah.
look to invade because you're in and out so quickly.
I do. I remember like first year of Ivern, everyone did that, but it's just if they send even one person, you're screwed.
Yeah, it depends on the enemy jungle a lot, and it depends on the
Yeah.
laners. So this is when you have to look
So
at the enemy
Zach, you
laners
think
and
I could
see.
invade?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, Zach's really weak. And especially the laners that he has. Like the only laner that would really give you an issue is even maybe is Talon. Yeah, Vladimir will give you no issue if you invade topside. Senna and Lux can, but you're in and out so fast, these characters won't catch you.
I'm also duo with the Gnar, by the way.
Okay.
This game. Not that we really do much around each other, but
Yeah, it's fine. You guys just play and don't talk a whole lot. It's a problem. How did this happen? Alright, let me change it so that I can only see what you see. There we go. This all looks fine so far. Straight to the gank. Yeah, this is fine. You play this a little bad. Just you have to identify when you're winning. Like when do you feel like you're winning at this point? Let me show you everything.
I feel like as soon as I'm in range to shield, we're winning it.
Yeah, so if all it takes, yeah, so you should recognize that right away. That's like a pattern. Like if I get my shield off, we're gonna win. So how you walk should be different and how you click should be different. This is why first-person VODs are really, really good. Because if I'm watching a first-person VOD and your screen is like over here, for example, and you're clicking like in a straight line here, it shows me what you're thinking. Because you're thinking like I need to get the shield on Thresh right away, but he's not gonna die instantly. They can't do 330 damage right away. So I get out of it, Epic Pen. So if you're confident that you're gonna win this, you shouldn't be walking like in a line going this way. You should be trying to cut them off. So you take like the best route to get in front of them. Yeah, first person VODs are really good for this because I get to see your camera and I get to see like every mouse click. So like if I'm playing Ivern right now, come back. I hate this as replays. Yeah, if I'm playing Ivern right now, my mouse is probably here. I'm trying to get the best angle for Q past this minion. So I need to angle myself so that I can Q like here because of the distance from here to here. Like let's say like this distance is equal to like this distance. Then I need to get here so that my Q can angle to like this point. So I'm even in this moment, I'm still trying to plan like seconds ahead because I know if Thresh's HP is different, if Thresh's HP is like this, then maybe you even like flash shield. But then you have to go straight to him. Then you have to go straight to him because now shielding is like the most important thing. But you can see in this, he's not gonna die. But yeah, with fights like this, it's about recognizing it really fast in the moment. You have to practice looking for like patterns and signs, like what it means. You have to be able to do it like just without thinking about it even. If you're thinking about it, you're probably too late already. So you have to be able to just see it for what it is. What happened? Bot? Fuck. By the way, when you win this spot, you should invade. You should do the most dangerous thing first. Okay, so right at this moment, you're on a punish, okay? Because Lux died, right? Yeah, Lux died, Senna died, Zac is half HP, Talon's even left side. So you look at everything. You look at everything on the map and you decide what's the best punish for me to do. What can I do in like the next couple seconds or even the next minute that will make Zac feel the worst, because you can basically do whatever you want right now. If you can identify Senna's dead, Lux just spawned, and Talon is like in a non-threatening position to me, can I invade here? And then if I invade here, what do I suspect is up and how fast can I do everything? So I think you have Smite, maybe it's a replay bug, but immediately you should just walk into his jungle.
Smite. The question is, do I use it on a camp of his or do I take the crab? With the Smite,
you can get both. So this is the line of thought. If I do the most dangerous thing first, and I get away with it, I'll kite into my safe spots. So if you do this Gromp right now, like what are the odds that Zac can just take your crab? Well, you have Kai'Sa and Thresh here, and Vel'Koz is on the side near you. This is just it's not really gonna happen. Like how are you gonna make it here, and then somehow Zac like teleports here and gets this crab? Like Zac is going to want his Gromp, and you're going to take it, and then you're going to go take crab, and that's going to be the end of it, because there's no response here. If you take crab, Zac will get his Gromp, and you want them to get nothing. So you do the most risky thing. You do the most out of your way thing first, so that you can slowly move backwards and take everything else.
Is it also safe to assume that Zac, after recalling, will probably not go bot again?
He started topside, right? His clear's
Yeah.
pretty fucked. He didn't even do golems. So like his raptors are the first camp that spawns. So he probably has to walk back to raptors.
So you see him go in again, and I ran back.
Oh no, you don't give a shit. No, this guy's an idiot. Take his camps, laugh at him, steal his camp that spawns the first, because he's gonna be too slow. Now he's delaying himself so much. Yeah, so you could have like already took his Gromp, like tapped the crab, ganked mid, took the crab, and then I'm not sure the timer's on your camp, but I'm pretty sure you ate Gromp first and then wolves. You also didn't get to do your golems, but oh yeah, he spawned first. Yeah, he could be just ruined right now, this Zach. If he didn't get this Gromp, you still would have got this crab, and then if I don't know if he had a ward too. Yeah, but basically you can still track him without a ward because you know where he can and can't be because of when he's bought. But you have a really easy time also getting this camp. The only camp that he's probably going to get is his wolves because you already invaded when they weren't up. You invaded on timing when they haven't spawned yet. So you'd be able to take this. You'd be able to take Gromp, tap the crab, go mid, probably come back and get the crab, and then be at Raptors before he can be at Raptors. Or at the same time, but that's perfectly fine. Because, oh, well.
I don't think I had a ward
Mid would
because
look
I
different.
always put the first ward at my blue just in case they invade.
Okay, that's not always good. Yeah, that's not a good habit to have because you can use the word for tons of different stuff, and the enemy team obviously isn't always going to invade.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to smite this crab. No reason to smite this crab, especially if you're going to recall. Don't smite this.
Okay.
If you want to smite a camp, smite Zach's camp. Again, you should feel really comfortable invading right now. Zach shouldn't be able to just walk around and farm his jungle. You should be like you should live here, and then when you want to recall, you go back and tap these camps. Or I don't know if it's so long that you tap into recall on Ivern. Do you like tap 3 camps, recall, come back, eat them?
Yeah, but I couldn't take. If I have smite, I can take his raptors. But if I don't, he's gonna get to it in time.
Yeah.
It
You
takes,
should
like,
you should
21
smite his camp.
seconds
Yeah,
at this level,
yeah, you should smite his camps. Yeah. You're trying to get away with that with the most dangerous thing, but like with your camps, you can just plan them however you want. How did this happen? You recalled into
My
what
pathing
movies?
was bad here in hindsight.
Yeah, I don't know why you went bot. You just have to go to these camps. I mean, I would be so confused if you came out of right side right now, but here you are.
This is really sad because I don't kill him.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
I
You did no
realized
damage.
as soon as his mobs came up, I was like, oh shit.
I think you're gonna. What the fuck? He flashed.
I should have
Okay.
saved my Q for the.
Okay, yeah, but I don't know why you went right side because your idea about the game right now, you don't want to like path into top. So your Raptors aren't even up yet, but maybe this is a bug. Maybe they spawn right now.
No, they're not up. I don't
They're
know
not
what
up.
I'm doing.
Yeah, you want to path into bot because bot's the lane you're going to gank. You don't really care about top lane. Top lane can't die to Vladimir Zach. Top lane is going to buy Hex Drinker this game, and then he's invincible. You don't actually want to go top because you don't have really good kill pressure on Vlad. You just want to take these camps so that you path into bot side. So you go take the Gromp and the Wolves first so that you can stay bot side for much longer than normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. I don't know why I pathed here. It's really dumb.
Tragedy. Yeah, so Zach has way more than he should right now. Zach got this camp that he shouldn't have. He's about to eat this camp that he shouldn't have. He should have 2 more camps right now. He should have at least 1 less. At that moment. And yeah, this gank is fine. This is what you should be doing. You should be going bot, but you farmed nothing like in this time. You could have basically tapped all these camps and like ran down into bot, and then I guess Ivern's weird because he has to run through the jungle twice. So like you would have to tap all these camps all the way down, and then probably maybe smite one of them. I don't know. It's clear. Shit. So you would like path down here and then gank bot, and then like then you would re-tap them while you're going back up and then recall. Man, Ivern's strange. Maybe he has to clear like opposite all the time because most
I have
junglers.
no idea where I'm going right now.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going either. Are you invading? Most junglers, what they do is they clear into the gank and then they like do it again. They clear back into the gank if they're like full clearing. But it looks like Ivern can't really do that because he actually can't take the camp. Like it's not like you can just tap it and fucking sit there. Like you have to go through and tap them all, and then you're at the lane where you want to gank. And then like by the time the gank's over, you can probably like eat this camp with the like the tap's finished, and then like this tap's finished, and like this tap's finished. So now you're pathing back up into here. So it's sort of opposite.
I can tell you what's going through my head here. I see that the crab is respawning, and I think that I want to deny it from Zach because all my camps are still up.
Okay, if you want to deny crab, well, shit. I gotta get the freeze frame. Yeah, if you want to deny Zach, hit this so that you see everything here. You can see Talon, and take his camps, or at least just fuck with his camps. You know, and watch the lanes while you're doing it. Like if you see Talon here and you see him go back to lane, like then you have information on him. You know when he can be in your jungle or in this side of the jungle. You can see bot lane right now on this wave, and if they leave, they'll miss all these minions. So if you walk into the enemy jungle with this blast cone and you tap this Grom, and then you see both of them leave, that's fine. Just run because they're gonna miss all of, like everything here. And what is Zach doing? He's doing nothing. You're gonna get both of the crabs.
Yeah, so if I had done what you said, which is tap everything, I would have these 3 camps already.
Yeah, and then you would walk in, invade his jungle on timing sort of like this. You would walk in, invade his jungle, and then you smite on these camps. So you don't don't want to smite your jungle, especially if you're so far ahead. You can just walk into the enemy jungle
Yeah,
and
that is
smite
a
everything.
problem that I have. I smite my camps pretty much on smite.
Yeah,
cooldown.
you full HP smited crab into recall. That's very, very inefficient. Yeah, so instead of just waiting around doing nothing, it's like we don't know these camps exist.
I'm worried for a Zach gank mid and waiting for the crab.
Just back ping the fuck out of this guy. Just you have something to do right now. Okay, if you take.
I mean, if Zach ganks, he's dead, right?
So again, yeah, well,
Flash.
even if Vel'Koz will die to a Zach gank, if Vel'Koz can just hold it together for 20 fucking seconds, and you walk into his jungle and you take both of his camps, then you'll be mid because you're Moby Boots. Okay, you're really fast. So if this guy can just not die for 20 seconds and you can walk in here and take these camps, now you know that Zach can only be topside, first of all, because if you walked in here and you don't find Zach, that means Zach has to be on this side of the map. So you spam back ping. He's here, he's here, he's here. You ping Vel'Koz to stand on this side, and then you can hover him while you do these camps and crab. So you give safety to your Vel'Koz as long as he can hold it together for 20 seconds.
Okay. Okay, I have a question. So another thing I've been doing with this guy for like 100 games, probably more. We tend to value Drake a lot, and when we don't get it, like when I don't get it, I feel like I'm not doing my job as a jungler. So I tend to spend a lot more time on the bottom side of the map. Do you think that's fine or not worth it?
It's fine to value Dragon, but you should. So it's kind of hard to answer. You should value Dragon. Dragon's really good. Dragon will win you games. But you shouldn't sacrifice pathing like unnecessarily for it. You should path into dragons if it's possible. Like if your top laner is losing, for example, you should try to path from top into dragon to give your top laner a crash so that he can come to dragon with you. Let's say dragon's 30 seconds. If you're top side and you crash top wave, he can come with you to dragon without using teleport, get the dragon, go back top because the wave will push back into him and eventually be here by the time he comes back. There's a lot of setups that you can do with your top laner to get to dragon pretty easily. You can gank top a minute 20 seconds before dragon comes up so that he crashes a wave, recalls, walks to dragon, recalls top, or just walks top. This is also a gank setup for top lane because when he crashes and it goes to dragon, if he comes back and he can freeze, if the enemy laner doesn't properly crash, then the laner you're dueling with can hold the wave there for as long as possible and you can come in and gank. This also sets up an invade timing, also sets up herald. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with your top laner, but it's not really necessary. You should value dragon, yes, but that's not like a super useful piece of information because like every jungler is gonna value dragon. That's why it's sort of awkward to explain.
It's just it's such a strange pick in the sense that I really can't do it alone unless I'm 6. And if I'm 6, it takes like 40 seconds to do it alone. So I really need my team to be in a good spot, like mid and bot prio.
Yeah, this is why you should invade. If you invade, you know where Zach is. So if you invade bot side right now and you know Zach is top side, that gives you an opportunity. If bot lane has a freeze right now, so they probably won't help you do dragon. But let's say bot pushes because they might just randomly push. I mean, you don't know what you don't know where these people come from. They might just randomly push. Oh, here we go. Well, just go randomly push. You know, they crash this wave, they can do dragon. Oh yeah, let's just push the wave. Alright, they're freezing it, but it was a little strange what they were doing.
Wait, shouldn't they push it here?
For what?
For if they push it here, then it crashes and we get Drake. No.
You can, but you can just freeze and they lose. So why would you crash to give the opponents EXP? I mean, you can still get Dragon with the wave frozen. You can't like fully go to it, but you, Vel'Koz, and Kai'Sa can do it. Thresh can defend the freeze, and Kai'Sa can stand in a position where if, say like Kai'Sa's here, like here, pull the Dragon out, Kai'Sa can hit this, and if Thresh walks forward and like lanterns, or if Thresh just lands a CC, Kai'Sa can R. So if they try to walk up and break the freeze, you can still defend it. So freezing doesn't mean you're stuck on the freeze either. Freezing just means if you can keep the lane as it is, the opponents will keep losing CS. So some lanes can do it from like a really long distance, like Thresh and Kai'Sa have long range skill shot dashes from like the Lantern and Kai'Sa are. So it doesn't really matter if the lane is frozen here, they can still like be over here and defend it. But like, freezing doesn't mean like you're completely stuck. You don't have to push to get. You don't have to push to go to Dragon. It would be different if the enemy laners crashed wave on you guys. Now your lane sort of has to stay because they have to fully crash the wave before it becomes good for them. I think what I tell people all the time is pushing isn't actually good until you crash the wave. If you're just pushing, it doesn't mean a whole lot. Sometimes it can be bad for you that you're pushing because you have to do certain things. You have to crash the wave. You have to walk up to the minions. So if your laners are pushing, it doesn't really mean they're free to help you. If the wave is coming towards them, oftentimes it can mean that they're more free to help you. But obviously, there's a lot to take into account for every matchup and how every laner interacts with each other.
Can you check what the top laner bought? What item? Oh, he hasn't. Okay, he hasn't recalled yet.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't recalled yet. It's pretty crazy. He's been pushing and doing nothing. Yeah, he can't die. You don't really have to go top this game.
Yeah, I in my mind I can never kill Vlad with Gnar because he has phase rush and flash.
You can kill him. It's unlikely and it relies on his mistake. But you can kill him. This guy's D4. Of course you can kill him.
Well, I understand, but the likelihood of it succeeding is far lower than bot lane.
Yeah.
With Thresh
Yeah. Just go bot lane. Yeah. Just go bot lane. You'll kill them every time. Yeah. Yeah, that's how you should plan. Is like, let's say I can gank any lane because I know my opponents are bad. That doesn't mean I should gank the bad lane intentionally. Like if I have a better option. So your path and your plan should be congruent with the lane you think is most likely to die to your gank, if you have the choice.
This is crazy what's going on here. I just feel like everyone just fights all the time.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want me to talk about fights so much because there would be, it'll be sort of like the bot gank where I'll tell you stuff that is right, but it won't be so helpful because it's stuff that you have to practice so much and be able to recognize in the moment that it's not like any magic word is going to help you do it.
Yeah.
Like no magic sentence.
The reason I chose this game is because we have a pretty massive lead. Kai'Sa is 6 slotted very early. She's very far ahead, and I don't know if we threw or what, but the Zac just won them the game.
Oh yeah, this guy has more CS than you. What a tragedy! He has more CS than you. Yeah, what a disaster. He should never. Because your lanes are basically all winning. Your lanes are basically all winning or even. So your only job right now is to just fuck with the enemy jungler. This guy shouldn't be able to play the game. Because just imagine if you're Zac and all your lanes are even or losing and you're getting pushed in everywhere. Like, what should it feel like? Or what do you imagine it feels like? Or do you play Ivern? You play Ivern and you have lanes that are all losing? Like, what happens to you?
It's pretty bad.
Feels like shit. It feels like you can't do anything. So, like, if you're Zac and all your lanes are losing and you carry the game, you think, what must have gone wrong with the enemy team? What is the enemy team thinking right now where all my lanes lost and I just magically carried the game?
So this moment tilted me because bot lane dove for no reason at all.
Yeah.
We had a free Drake in my eyes. I managed to get it, but had to blow flash.
Yeah, your team will do this forever, no matter how high MMR you get. Yeah, it will never stop. A lot of skipping camps. You know, it doesn't take... Okay, geez. You can just run by camps and tap them. You don't need this HP right now. And you don't really like this urgently have to be top even. I don't even know if you can fucking kill this guy. Pray to God he dies. He queued a minion. God bless Trump's 50 states. Fantastic. Okay, all these camps could like realistically be tapped right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just go tap them. What are we doing? We're invading? Okay. Okay.
I see his red is up, so I'm pinging my team to. Again, it's this issue I have that I feel like denying the enemy is more important than getting myself ahead, which in hindsight is not very good.
It is good to take his camps, but there's so many opportunities for you to have tapped these camps. You just need to find moments where you can just walk by, tap them really quickly, then go do something. Then you can invade the enemy, but then before you recall, you go eat all these camps to put them on cooldown. You should feel almost, you should, at least, you should feel urgency to get your camps on cooldown like as fast as possible, as often as possible. Because your camps will come back. So if I kill my camp, this is sort of hard to explain. This is like a timeline thing. If I kill my camp a little bit earlier than yours, it'll spawn a little bit faster. And without talking about it like so hypothetically, there'll be more opportunities for me to get my camp faster again. Like the faster I kill it, the faster you kill your camp, the faster it's going to come back, and also to be higher level. So you'll end up creating more camps. Like right now, if let's say you haven't killed, I don't know how long it's been since you've killed Gromp, but let's say you haven't killed Gromp for like 5 minutes. You can imagine that is like 2.5 Gromps or something missing.
Mm-hmm.
That you could have had.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it gets a little more confusing when it's like when both you and the other jungler are like farming at the same speed, and like you're just a couple seconds ahead. I guess you would just count it as I guess you would just always be on the same ground. Yeah, that's weird to think about it like that. Okay, here we are. Now we're finally farming our camps. Wait a second. Let's see what level they are. This guy's level 9 because you killed him on timing. This guy's level 8. Bond. The level doesn't matter anymore. I'm just checking to see if it... because catch-up XP's gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it tells me, like, if it gives me information on when it spawned still. Like, if the camp just spawns. No, it should, because it still gives XP based on its level. It's just not catch-up XP based on your level anymore. Yeah, so it should still be relative to... Okay, what happened here? We got some weird pathing going on. You go eat crab, and I think you get a shit ton of mana, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. You get a shit ton of mana from this? Go ping something, go tap this as soon as possible. What are we doing? Why are we waiting here?
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
What are we doing? Just, you get all of these camps. Everything.
Uh-huh.
Tap them all, because you have to tap them and then come back. So you have to tap them like whenever you can, immediately. You should feel a lot of urgency to tap them, and then a lot of urgency to come back and get them like as soon as possible. You're trying to juggle all these things with being at the right place at the right time. It should feel like you constantly have to do both. You have to be at the right camp and at the right lane at the right time. Or else you'll miss out on timings and you'll be behind. Yeah, so even now it's like, why even come back? Okay, Talon died. He didn't die, but maybe he dies. Maybe Talon dies here. But just get these camps. Just tap them. Go tap them. I don't know what we're doing.
So you're saying I shouldn't have even like tried to save
What
that
do you
gank?
expect to happen as you're running bot? Just watch the gank. You can just watch it right now. I see this and I think, okay, they're both dead. Fuck. Time to tap these camps. Blast cone over. Tap, tap. Tap, blast cone, tap. Any route. I'm just trying to make the most efficient route so that I can get as much gold as I can in this moment, because I'm not going bot. I'm not going mid. I'm only farming the jungle. So I'm just going to farm the jungle as efficiently as possible so that they come back as soon as possible so that I'm able to stay even or ahead. Maybe I don't even want to show right now. If I don't show right now, maybe Vladimir gets more scared. Maybe Vladimir plays different. Sometimes I do this. If I'm a top laner and my jungle hasn't shown, and my jungle is in his jungle, and the gank's happening on the other side of the map, I'll seemingly randomly play really aggressive. I'll just run at Vladimir and start trying to kill him. Even if I can't kill him, I'll make him think that I know something he doesn't. So in a spot that looks like this, I'll just run at the Vladimir, start hitting him, and he thinks, why are you doing this? Because like normally it would be like an even or a bad trade. Like, why are you just sort of randomly trading? But he would think, well, I don't know where their jungler is, and we're fighting bot right now, so Ivern's probably top. Even if he doesn't, I see the enemy jungler. I see that Zac is bot lane, so I know that if I trade with Vladimir, no one's gonna pop out and surprise me. So I'm just gonna trade with Vladimir. So maybe even not showing here is an advantage for your team, because of like stuff that it might not feel so easy to account for laners right now. Or maybe your laners don't even account for this, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't like think about it or try to do it. You're just trying to make the best choice. Yeah, so now like wolves. I don't know when this spawns. Golems. Oh, are we taking his raptors? Are you gonna Q over smite? Where are we going? Why didn't we recall? You have Herald?
I don't know.
Just recall.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, what's your gold? 2,000 gold, and we just ran cross country. We
I
ran
just see
from
the Drake
here.
coming, and I'm like, oh shit, we gotta fight this dragon.
Okay. You see the Drake coming up, so you have to get a recall in. You must get a recall in before the Drake. You can't just arbitrarily fight the dragon with 2,000 gold. You're like half the champion you're supposed to be. You have 5,000 gold. You have 3,000 gold. Okay, pause. Look, Zac has 2,000 gold more than you right now, even though you're even. He's 2,000 gold more effective than you. You're the weakest character in the game right now. You have the least effective gold. But we want to do dragon. This is like if you're 0-3. Or like fucking 0-5 with like no takedowns, I mean. Like you have no gold. Look at your items. Holy shit, what a disaster. Look at this. Cinderhulk. Cinderhulk boots 2, Kindle Gem, Ruby Crystal, and you have Hunter's Talisman, Dark Seal, Fiendish Codex. This is all you have. You don't even have Mobies right now. You have less than 1,500 gold of value on your character. Yeah, you have to recall. Oh no, who would have thought that Zac is stronger right now? Fuck.
That's fair. So this is my mistake.
I don't know if you playing different would have saved it. I have no idea what would have happened, but yes, this is your mistake.
Okay.
I don't know if like the play would have turned on its head because you recalled, but I mean, just look at what you bought. You bought you bought Athene's and Forbidden Idol. You spent so much gold, but you also lost your stacks. Which sucks. Imagine if you just had this for the fight. You would have. Is it 20 CDR item? You'd only have 10% more CDR, but you have a better shield. You have a much better shield, actually. You have a shield that heals, and it's a stronger shield. And you have more AP. You have crazy mana. I don't know if you ever had mana problems though, but I think mana regen helps you clear as Ivern. Don't know if it ever actually matters. It's good to walk bot here to clear the wave. But then right after that, right after that you're going back. Or you could go into the enemy jungle right now, but now Zac is so strong that he can probably just fight you. So right after you do this, go clear your camps, top side. Yeah, clear your camps on the top side. Don't fight them. This can only lead to disaster. We're seeing how the enemies can kill us. We're seeing how many different ways I can die here.
I don't think Thresh and Arrow killing him anyway. I don't know why I did that.
Okay. Are there more games? Because I just want to look at the first like 15 minutes-ish.
Sure.
We've kind of gone too far.
Yeah,
we've gone a little bit too far in this one.
Okay, I'm just looking at defeats. Because those are better. Can we look at a Poppy game?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Okay, this is a good one. This game, it was on the 7th, it was 8, and 11, and it was 33, 34 duration. Yeah, that one. This game was very sad that we lost this. I thought it was for sure going to be a win. So the reason I added Poppy to the pool at all was because if I get a bad matchup for Ivern, like personally, I think Graves, Rengar, Lee Sin, something like Kha'Zix maybe. I personally don't like those matchups, so I pick Poppy into those. And if we need a tank, I also pick Poppy. Yeah, I'm still very unsure of what rune to take. I asked LS on stream, and he said anything in domination is good. But I've like my last 10 games have all been 10 different runes, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I normally see people go electrocute. I've seen some predators, but it's troll. Predator. I've never seen the predator work, but these people take it. Oh yeah, I see what type of game you like to play. I get it.
I don't normally do this.
Oh okay, yeah. You don't normally
I
do
don't know
this.
why I decided to do it.
Here, you're gonna do it again, right? You're gonna. It's just gonna infect your mind, and you're gonna go back around. Okay, okay. You're healthy. You're clean.
Well, I definitely wouldn't go back around because I feel like he would just invade my jungle immediately.
Echo.
And also at this point, I think the lane is pretty much in Fiora's favor, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, of course it's over. Yeah. Fiora can definitely still lose it because Tryndamere heals so much, but yeah, it's technically it's over. Who knows? Maybe Tryndamere just crits a million times. Alright. Okay, so do you plan on ganking like right after this? Oh, even before this? Yeah, so. Sorry.
This was unexpected because normally bot doesn't get dove at level 2.
Yeah, so you just want to be watching them. Well, you just want to watch this wave. So as you're going from this camp to this camp, even if you don't plan on doing this camp, just the walking, just look at your lanes. Because you can see that this is a really big wave that's crashing. And while you're doing this, which I think it's fine to do this, if you just watch, you can see like really early what's going to happen. You can see, you're looking for intention. So right when you see Pantheon walk up like this, you can actually stop doing blue buff. Because you know that if you're here right now, they'll die. And if you're here right now and they dive, they'll die. So it's that becomes the two situations that are more valuable to work towards than working towards getting the blue buff. It's like how are your next 5 to 10 seconds best spent considering the enemy team and what they can do, like relative to what the enemy team is going to do. And Pantheon standing in this spot right now makes it more valuable for you to just path bot instead of blue buff. But you have to be watching the lane to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now, if you were here or here, you can kill Jen. Also, you'll get this cannon. So if you think even further ahead, you're like, okay, they trade for Lucian and maybe I get a kill, but I'm also gonna get this cannon. So why the fuck am I doing this blue buff if there's like so much to be gained bot lane?
Mm-hmm.
I think you do end up gaining the XP for the cannon, which is really good. Get him. Get him. Nice. Kind of fucked your wave there. Kind of fucked their wave. Kind of trolled your team. So, if you... Lucian's going to be back in like 15 seconds. So, this minion's really good. It's really good they have this minion. Because you can pull this whole wave back. And then... This wave is actually hurt a little. Yeah, so if you pull this whole wave back, you can make it... Maybe it's still going to slow push. But it's likely that you can get it to freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a little while. So just pull this wave backwards, then you'll walk into Crab. And then, I don't know how Poppy clears. So you probably do Crab into farm as much as you can, or just Crab recall, farm this side, into top.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would want to gank top lane again. They're probably the easiest lane. You'd also want to go to top Crab, so maybe you do Crab, try to farm this into recall top Crab, but I would assume that Echo is... No, Echo's probably on his bot side, actually. Wait, is he like 2 camps? 3 camps? 3 camps. What the fuck? Is he ganking top? Echo did 3 camps blue side. What the fuck? Yeah, genius. Oh, but you see this, right? Oh, okay, you see this. Okay, so you know all this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just farm your blue side camps then. If you can. I assume you can. Yeah, I think you can. Go farm your blue side camps. Or you could invade his red side right now. Right now, you could. Yeah, he's not gonna gank top. No, Echo's fucked. Oh, Echo's really fucked here. Echo's probably like here right now. But unless this gank goes really well for him. Yeah, you could just go invade him now. Oh, Echo's so fucked. Oh, that's crazy. No, just go walk into his jungle. You see everybody else on the map. You just saw Echo leave, and you see Tryndamere, and you see the bot lane. This wave's pretty good. This wave's good for LeBlanc, where she actually just wants to keep it here, and she'll recall after. I mean, she'll recall right now, I guess, but I think it'll crash if she recalls right now because she didn't thin it enough. But yeah, you can just walk into the enemy jungle, especially if you think you win 1v1 against Echo. If you think you lose pretty hard 1v1 against Echo, what could you be doing? Go back. Yeah, I guess if you think you lose 1v1 really hard against Echo, you just farm your camps. But you should try to invade. I don't think it's so unwinnable. He doesn't have smite. You might not know that, but you have 2 smites. I think you having 2 smites would make it pretty easy for you to walk in and smite the big raptor, which is a big deal.
So I see the TP and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get down there.
So fucked. Good. Fucking fat dub. Oh, you didn't have to flash. That 4 shot? Oh yeah, you don't have to. Yeah.
So finally get my blue now.
Yeah. Oh, maybe Poppy has a really good clear.
It's very good now with the Q change last patch. It's super healthy now.
Oh wow, you cleared nice. Hell yeah. Where are you going? Oh god. Oh no, where are we going? Okay. Not as amazing as I thought. Hopefully it's better against like wolves and raptors. You queue everything.
Yeah, normally I start on blue, and then at red I can keep queuing the raptor so they keep running to me, and then I'm full health for the crab.
I recall now. Into raptors or golems, depending on where you want to go. Yeah, so I want to go mid
Is
here.
Krugs worth it now, or is it not worth?
Krugs is always worth it if you can do it. It's not just don't do Krugs. It's can I do Krugs? A lot of times people won't do Krugs because there's other stuff to do. Yeah, but don't ever like not do a camp just because you think the camp sucks, because it's way more about what are your options, like what can you actually do in the next moments. So right now when you see Lux is like negative HP, you can crab, you can invade enemy wolves, enemy Gromp, because Lux can't do anything. You can dive Lux on the crashed wave because LeBlanc's about to crash a wave. Even if LeBlanc wants to recall here, like you could be diving Lux right now, or on the next wave, or just invading. Could also just be invading. Go top as well. There's a million things you could be doing. So you can't really do Krugs here now. Just leave this wave. This wave's really good. They're gonna lose this whole next wave. can happen. You know, this spot's kind of awkward because you want to. Maybe you don't care. You need to see what Fiora does. That worked out kind of nice actually. She actually got to crash because she had Tiamat at this timing, so she actually got to crash really fast. Now you don't have to be top for like 90 seconds. You can clear this side of the jungle, recall, go into bot, and you can fight bot and eventually do dragon. Yeah.
Oh, I have a quick question. Is it better to finish the tier 2 jungle item or get the bigger component?
You should do golems here. I think Bami's is better for Poppy's early clear, right? I think you're a little less healthy. Yeah, I think it's fine to do Bami's on Poppy because you're all AoE. Your clear's awkward here. Okay, do golems. Fuck. How did it happen? How did we skip golems here?
It's an Ivern thing because I never take it as Ivern.
Oh my god. Oh, it's because you play Ivern.
It's actually just muscle memory. I'm not even
kidding. It's because you play Ivern and you get no gold from this shitty camp. Oh, this camp is garbage for Ivern. Oh, what a disaster. Because this ruined 2 camps for you. Oh yeah. Golems Raptors is the clear. Golems Raptors probably recall. Depends on your gold. Let's see. Yeah, Golems Raptors I think gives you the gold for Cinderhulk. I think Cinderhulk is 1,000 gold from this point. I think it's about 1,000 gold from Bami Cinder. Not sure.
Yeah, I should have cleared it there.
Yeah.
Also, to be fair, I'm probably in the back of my mind, I'm like, I need to be bot, possibly, if they...
Yeah. That's why you're doing these camps. Because you need to be bot. You're doing these topside camps because you need to be bot soon. So it's not never do these camps because you need to be bot right now, unless you need to be bot right now. So you have to measure everything you're going to do. Like, if you need to be bot right now, when is right now? Is right now like 15 seconds? Because you're on the other side of the map. So let's go back to when you're doing red. Because this is when you would make the decision. Maybe even before red. Okay. You're on red right now, and you're seeing this terrible bot lane situation. Okay? Even if you ran straight to bot right now, you would not be able to do anything in the face of like this absolutely fucked lane state. Okay? You go bot, and unless you're here at this freeze frame, we're not doing anything here. Okay? Because what's going to happen is this whole wave's going to die, this wave's going to come in, both laners are going to recall, and this bot lane will just have an advantage. So the next time that you're going to be able to do something meaningful is after your bot lane recalls and comes back to their fucked lane. But at least they'll have the HP to actually like properly fight with you. So you're trying to time your arrival to bot lane with your bot lane's arrival to bot lane, because it doesn't matter if you're bot lane right now. Look at them.
Mm-hmm.
So since being bot doesn't matter, you need to do the best. You need to make the best use of your time in the moment. So if you have 30 seconds, 40 seconds until your bot lane actually comes back, farm everything you can into a recall or into bot. But you have to measure all of these timings so that you're able to arrive at the proper moment. So you have to be able to consider all the different lane states. You have to be able to see basically everything that's going to happen, and you'll get it wrong like every time. That's not the point. It's that you're considering it. You have to consider when the right time to be bot is, because obviously you're going to be wrong about the specifics a million times. Every player gets information, or they don't have perfect information, or they mess up specifics about spots like this. But what's important, or what separates a good player from just like whatever player, is that they constantly aim for this stuff even if they miss it, and you can see with their intention that they're aiming for it. That's what's way more important.
So since Fiora is so far ahead, should I consider ganking her more, or should I try to get bot back into the game?
Yeah, you don't really need to gank Fiora, and it's not going to help that much. So you, at these moments, Herald's good right now. You could use Herald to break mid. Mid's a really easy gank because Lux doesn't have cleanse, so every time LeBlanc lands a chain, you can kill them. It's pretty hard for you to gank bot, actually, because how are you going to gank bot? You need Blitzcrank to like land some magical hook.
Mm-hmm. So
and for them to not
point,
be dead.
I'm pretty sure this game came down to Lucian just flaming the whole team, and especially the Blitzcrank, so I was just trying to get him back into it mentally. So I
Yes,
was like, all right,
that's a
gotta
different
gank this
question.
guy. So
Yeah, that's a different question. That's how do I control my my deranged teammate? Not like what's the best decision here. Yeah, how do I control my deranged teammate? Is yeah, go do the thing that would make him happy. Yeah. These camps are sad. They're crying. They wish to be farmed. Their purpose is to be farmed. Yeah, it's probably gonna be really frustrating to gank this lane, but maybe they'll just walk into you and die.
So at this point, I'm pretty scared of leaving
Disaster.
because I'm afraid of the Drake being taken. So that's why I'm not going top at all.
Yeah, you should have already been top because now Drake. It is timing for Drake, but we should have already been able to do these camps. You can do these camps while Drake is up because if they start Drake, you're still in range. But you can't really do these camps if they see you walk to the side of the map. So that's why it was so important to do these camps on your red buff timing because you're not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So after this gank like resolves, whoever the fuck dies. You know, dude, what's happening? Who's doing what? So after this happens, you're either doing Drake and then you're doing these 3 camps, or you're invading. If you really win, you're invading. So like if you kill Echo here, the first thing you do is invade. Can you kill him with your R? R him. R him.
I have to flash any R's back, yeah, but I give it to LeBlanc.
Oh, you could have charged your R, I think, because it would have killed him. So you just send your R at him, and then he Rs, and then you kill him without using your flash. Okay. I assume his red buff isn't up. Is it up? It says it's up. It's 10 minutes. How is it up? Insanity. You could invade on this timing, though.
Mm-hmm.
This wave is crashing. Lux is not going to do anything. Like, the most Lux can do is R, the dragon. You could invade. And now you can invade again. You can invade. Where are you going? Where are you going? The Raptors, the red buff. But yeah, it's the same idea that you want to do the most dangerous stuff first. So you want to, like, get into the enemy jungle, take the camps, and then kite away into dragon, because dragon can even be standing right here. So, like, you can just drag everything to your side of the map. So Raptors red, dragon, pull it back, blue, Gromp, wolves, recall, and then if you want to go back into bot, or if you want to do like crab, you can do like golems, crab, raptors, mid, or like golems, crab, mid, raptors, and then you're looking at your bot camps again.
Okay.
Yeah, these people should not be even CS with you. Jesus. A disaster to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see all 4 of your camps up.
I think I die here.
I don't know what's going on here. I thought we were farming 4 camps into crab, but clearly we had different ideas. This is also really good herald timing. You could have just farmed both these camps into like recall golems, crab, herald, mid, raptors, gromp wolves, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
After you use your herald, by the time you would use the herald and kill it, after you did these camps into recall, these camps would be up again.
So at the just in terms of items, I normally don't go Triforce on jungle just because my income is so limited. But I felt like this game we were at a pretty comfortable lead, that it wouldn't be the worst because then I built tank right after.
You're going Triforce? Triforce is
I
perfectly
am this
fine.
game.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Do you think it's a good item generally?
You're so fucking far ahead, and you should be way farther ahead. Triforce is what you should buy when you're ahead. Poppy. If you get a lead on Poppy, just send it. Just buy Triforce. What is he doing? What's happening
I don't know what's
here?
going on here.
Hook him. Kill him. He has R. Yeah, we just hate golems, I guess. Are we not? Okay.
Yeah.
Crap, I guess. What are we doing?
So now it's
What's
just
this?
damage
What was
control.
that? What are we doing here? Just
I'm
back
expecting
pinger.
the gank.
Who cares? Just get the shit. The plates are gone. We can't even do Herald anymore. It's over. Oh, okay. But we killed him. There's no gank on LeBlanc. They're not doing anything. They're not gonna kill LeBlanc. But we already missed the timing for Herald where we would have got plates, so maybe it's not even good anymore. Just invade the enemy jungle. Oh, okay, just kill her. Alright, next game. We'll look at another one really fast.
Okay. Let me see. What was this? Oh wait, we already looked at that one. Okay, sure. Let's look at is on the 8th again, and it was 33-35. Poppy with Omni Stone.
Omni Stone.
Yeah, this is just experimenting. I think I've tried almost every rune in the game at this point. I just can't decide. Oh yeah, I remember. I think I played this game today. This was pretty tilting. That I think this is the second time I get matched against this Rek'Sai, and the first time we lost, and it just tilted me. I just felt like he was worse than me, and we lost him. So.
One second.
So just, I'm guessing you think Omnistone is quite bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay. I've tried Spellbook as well. I thought that was better than Omnistone.
Yeah, now we
I
have
just
Phase
really,
Rush.
I really like the inspiration tree, and the only reason is because I get a free stopwatch to build into Stone Plate.
What do you feel like you have to take when you take Domination?
Secondary,
Yeah.
usually Sorcery or Precision.
Is there anything you really need?
Not particularly, but I normally don't go inspiration unless I'm planning on building Gargoyle. So this game, like, I need to tank in my mind.
Were you checking his Raptors there? Or are you just doing Crab? Okay. Wait, can you do Grompin
Yeah,
this
I
time?
was.
I think you can do Grompin this time. I think you should try to do Gromp.
Yeah. If I do Gromp, I
Oh
get
no, your
quite
HP
low,
will be
so I
so
can't.
low. How did this happen? Was your clear bad or probably just
No,
suck?
it's because we had the skirmish and I didn't get a leash.
A lot of times you can still clear very well, even though you don't. Do you guys like use all your potions? One potion. Yeah, we'll look at clearing this time pretty quick. Yeah, Poppy doesn't have good attack range, so it's pretty hard to kite the buff, but this red buff hasn't moved. It's beating the shit out of you. That's pretty bad. You can get it. You can kite it a lot more to just miss less HP. You'll be a little slower though. This is pretty bad. The small. Okay, first of all, kill the small raptors first. You have talisman, so raptors should actually be healing you. So walk up to the raptors. Auto this one. Auto this one so that these come into this direction. Q all of them, run back, and then you'll get a ton of HP. And then you kill all the small ones first, and then you kill the big one last.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get a lot more HP. But when you kite in like this, and all the raptors just fucking take turns on you, you're gonna lose so much HP. So you could just kite into 2 Qs, and like the Raptors will be chasing you the whole time with Talisman procced. You'll just gain so much HP off of it.
Okay.
Your player will look a lot better. Same thing with Wolves, but it's a little bit harder with Wolves because they're tankier. Good. You're gonna encounter this with Poppy. So if you consider playing Poppy a lot, you have to time your shield with the minion's auto so that it blocks the next auto without the shield expiring. So watch you pick up the shield right away, but the wolves aren't ready to attack yet. So this part of your shield, it's a really little part, but it'll add up. It doesn't get used. You have to time when you pick up the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the blue buff is really slow, and it has slow attack speed, so it's game to hit you on every like opportunity. So what you can do is you can just stop attacking it when you know that it'll hit you before you hit it next, and then you'll be able to hit it right away, and then you'll be able to get like 3 hits when it only hits you once, and then you'll be able to stop, so that you can do like 3 hits again. So like every 3rd hit it hits you once. But if you always let it hit you like constantly, like you should just keep running, wait, and then when you hit it, you gotta hit it a bunch. So you have to hit it like as much as possible when it hits you that one time, and then don't let it hit you again. Like run away and then hit it a bunch again. So you shouldn't be trading like 1-for-1 autos with the blue buff. I can try to do an example clear really fast because this will help with Poppy. I'll do an example clear really
Sure. I feel like this is really important because I always have like this low HP for the crab when it comes up, and this will probably make a difference.
I'm gonna fuck up the red buff one because the red buff is hard to do.
What do you think about Poppy jungle in general? You think it's viable?
Yeah, especially in solo queue, I think she's good.
Okay, what about Ivern?
Ivern's not gonna carry, but he's fine in solo queue. You can definitely climb with Ivern, especially if you put enough games into him.
Okay,
but yeah, he's
that's
not
what I
gonna
wanted
carry.
to hear.
You should go airy because you can do a lot, but you can't carry games. Like it's not like you're playing Nidalee or Karthus or something.
You think what would you recommend as a sort of, because I would say that like I don't really know jungle outside of a select few champions. Is there somebody you might recommend?
Oh no, if you like Poppy and Ivern, you should play Poppy and Ivern.
Okay.
I don't think these champions are really hard. I think Ivern's good for learning jungle. I'll take Omnistar. I'll take whatever you took that game, so give me your runes. Stopwatch.
Omni, yeah, and then that one, and then yeah, you got it. It was probably sorcery, water walking, celerity.
Attack speed.
Yeah. There's some Poppy jungle players on the Korean ladder like Spirit.
Yeah, I see Poppy jungle
Freaks. He goes Hail of Blades.
Yeah, Hail of Blades. That's it. Yeah. Hail of Blades is the one I like. I like Hail of Blades. And I like Electrocute.
With Cleaver.
When I see Electrocute, I always see lethality. When I see Hail of Blades, I see crazy. I see everything with Hail of Blades. I see like off tank Poppy jungle, like some Gauntlet, like Randuin's, like Gauntlet and then tank items. With Hail of Blades, I see Triforce. I see lethality. I've never seen Black Cleaver, but that sounds fucking funny.
Well, the idea with Hail of Blades is you do like the E auto, Q auto, R, and that's all the stacks on it. Because you could do it with Hail of Blades, but you can't without attack speed.
You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
My clear's going to be a little bit better off the start because I think you got to use a potion. Maybe my bots will leash me. Really? Oh.
They implemented this?
What? Where are you going? What? Are you confused?
He's waiting to leash you.
I made a friend. Hi, buddy. Will you really leash me? Are you just gonna leave the buff when it spawns like an asshole? Like a total asshole? Or you just fucking left. Oh, okay, see how it didn't hit me there when I ran away? I got that auto and it didn't hit. That's important. There, I did it too slow. Oh, but I still got it. Sick. It's gonna hit me that time, so quick. Nice. Did you take E here? W.
Yeah. E.
I shouldn't have used my potion. I'm probably gonna overcap just a little bit. I shouldn't have used my potion.
Well, you're quite healthy. Much healthier than me with the leash, so.
Yeah. Did you take W or E or Q again?
Q or W.
I just took Q.
Yeah. If the jungler has a dash, I take W. If not, then.
Oh, I've ruined it. I didn't get it. Hit it again here. Q it. Hit it again.
I see it.
Hit me. So, I'm kind of timing. Maybe I should have smited something here. Smite now so that I have it for crab. I'm trying to time my clear so that it's around the same time as crab.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a little bit late. But if I had a leash, I wouldn't be late. Now I show up at crab.
Wow, that is a crazy difference, actually. Like, this point, I would be half or even lower HP.
Yeah.
Without taking Gromp, so, wow.
Yeah, you can do it at full. Just about trading hits better. Yeah, so I have all this recorded, so I'll send you this and you'll have the example clear. Now I'm fucking full HP. What the fuck is up? My Shen
Hey, you
perfect
got Dark
taunted.
Harvest, too, look at that.
My Shen's a fucking god. You guys got that right? Nice. Okay. Yeah, so for clearing, you can make clearing like, really, really efficient. It's definitely a single player thing as well. You can just spend a couple hours practicing clears and make it really, really efficient. Like figuring out when the timing on all the attack speed for the camps and like when to kite certain camps and when you get a lot more out of kiting for just a couple seconds than autoing it. Yeah, that'll be different from all the Ivern stuff we talked about because it'll just be like when to invade, when the enemy can't do a whole lot to an invade, like where to path, when to tap camps. Tapping camps you should tap camps all the time. Every time you should. I really don't want to say every time, but it's like there's so many spots in these games where it's like if you could just walk around and tap all your camps, you would be so happy in like 30 seconds just going around collecting all your camps and then recalling. Because then you'd be able to do it again and again and again, and you'd have like full jungle clears ahead of your opponent because there's spots where they just can't clear. Like that Zac just couldn't clear. If you invaded him into like tapping all your camps into recall, into collecting all your camps, into invading him again, there's just nothing you can do. You're gonna invade while you're higher level than him, and he's like, there's not a good option. Like your lanes are winning, and you'll be higher level, and you're invading, and you get information on him. Like there's not a good answer for a lot of that stuff. But that's all. If you, I always ask if you have questions, but no one really has questions like in the moment. So if you have questions now, you can ask them. Yeah, but if not, just message me on Discord.
Great, thank you so much.
Yeah,
that was
no
incredible.
problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll send this video to you so you have it. Good.
Sure, thanks again.
Yeah, talk to you later. See ya.